Jai Gauranga. All glories to the assembled devotees. Dandvat Pranams. Welcome to the Sunday program on this wonderful sunny day. I hope everybody's enjoyed the sun because it has been quite hot today, running into 27 and 25s. But I hope you all managed to pull yourself away for the Sunday program. So we are on Zoom and live on YouTube by the mercy of Satyananda Nitai Chand. If we have any technical errors on the route while we're doing the service, please forgive us. We are learning as we go. So I'll just read out first the service for today's wonderful program. So we will have Srila Prabhupada Aarti by Keshav Prabhu and Janaki Pabiji. And then we will go to Srila Prabhupadaji's video on what is the goal of our life. That'll be very interesting because there's so many people trying to work out in the world what is the goal of their life, and there's so many speakers on this. There's no shortage on that. And then roughly around 6:15 we will have a bhajan kirtan, Satyananda Prabhuji, Ishani Mataji and family, and Mrs. Roy. And then 6:45ish we will have Jai Radhe, Jai Radha Madhav by Jai Radhe to be confirmed, and class by Vidar Prabhuji, one of our senior devotees. And then Gaura Aarti at 7:30, and then that's to be confirmed who the Kirtanis will be to glorify the Lord. And then Narsinga Aarti will be sung by Satyaji and family. So if we can start with Srila Prabhupada Aarti. And Keshav Prabhuji and Janki, are you ready? And is the Pujari ready at the temple? Shall we make a wonderful start to the Sunday festival? Jai. So if we can bring on Keshav and Janki. Jai Hari Bol.
Prabhupada Jayo, 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 Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Bandamoi Savarana Bando mohi savadana mate Pyahar pasade bale Ebala kari jaya Jara pasade bhai E bhava toriya jai Krishna Prapti Hoya Krishna Prapti Hoya Hoite Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chite Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chite Te Koriya Arena Kariyo Maniya Arena Koriyo Maniya Guru Charana Rati Ese Uttamagati Jai Prasade Ture Sarvasa Jai Prasade Ture Sarvasa Chakudana dilo joy janme janme prabhu soy Chakudana dilo yehi janme janme prabhu se Divya jaan ke dekho pachito Divya jaan ke dekho pachito Prema bhakti jahan hote advaita vyasa jete Prema bhakti jahan hote avira vinasayate Vedaya haratariko Vedaya haratariko Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu Prema bhakti Oti avira vinasayate Shri Guru Vishahara Tariko Vedaya Tariko Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu Lokinath Lokira Divana Lokinath Lokira Divana Mahaprabhu Karodaya Deyo Mujhe Padshaya 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 Devaryasa Kushutevana Devaryasa Kushutevana Oe Padalalita Sarana Oe Padalalita Sarana Prabhupada Patita Pavana Srila Prabhupada Jayo 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 Jaya Guru Maharaj, 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 Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Jaya Guru Maharaj. Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Tagore Prem Hari Hari Bol.
Jai Hari Bol. Thank you, Keshav Prabhu and Janaki Prabhu ji. Wonderful service to Srila Prabhupada, honoring him. Thank you very much. Go Ranga. Jai Ho. That was a wonderful service honoring Srila Prabhupada. What a great service. So now we will have a short video, a Srila Prabhupada lecture on what is the goal of our life. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Second.
So, when we become puzzled with these material affairs, what to do, not to do or not to do, this is the example. At that time, we must approach a guru. That is the instruction here, you see. Prichhami tang dharma samamura cheta. When we are bewildered, we do not distinguish. What is religious and what is not religious. Do not use our position properly. That is tatpanna dosha apahata sabha. At that time, there is need of guru. That is the Vedic instruction. Tad vijnanatham sa gurumeva vigache. Srutriyam brahmanishtham. This is civilization. That we are meeting with so many problems of life. That is natural. In this material world, the material world is problems of life. Padanga padanga jada vipadam. Material world means in every state there is danger. That is material world. So, therefore we should take guide from Guru. From the teacher, from the spiritual master, how to make progress. Because that will be explained later on. That the goal of our life, at least in this human form of life, in the Aryan civilization, the goal of life is to understand our constitutional position, what I am. What I am. If we do not understand what I am, then I am equal to the cats and dogs. The dogs, cats, they do not know. They think that they are the body. That will be explained. So, in such condition of life, when you are puzzled, actually you are puzzled every moment. Therefore it is necessary one should approach to a proper guru. Now, Arjuna is approaching Krishna, the first class. First class Guru means the Supreme Lord. He is Guru of everyone, Param Guru. So, anyone who represents Krishna, he is also. That will be explained in the fourth chapter. Evam parampara praptam imang rajan sayogi. So, Krishna is showing example where we should offer our surrender and accept Guru. Here is Krishna. So, you have to accept Krishna or his representative as Guru. Then your problem will be solved. Otherwise, it is not possible. Because he can say what is good for you, what is bad for you. He asking, Jat Shreya Sat, Nishtitam Bruhi, Nishtitam. If you want advice and instruction, Nishtitam, which is without any doubt, without any illusion, without any mistake, without any cheating, that is called Nishtitam. That you can get from Krishna or his representative. You cannot get right information from the imperfect person or a cheater. That is not right instruction. Nowadays it has become a fashion. Everyone is becoming guru and is giving his own opinion. I think, in my opinion. That is not guru. Guru means he should give evidences from Shastra. The Shastra Vidhimusrijya Vartate Kamakar. Anyone who does not give evidences, proof from the Shastra, then no siddhing savarnati. He does not get at any time success, no sukha, neither any happiness in this material world, no parangati, and what to speak of elevation in the next life. These are the injunctions.
Many people are not aware they carry divine power within them. Some things you can
Goranga, that was an amazing video. You know, I'm sitting here to the side so when we're transmitting, you don't get any noise from the kids running around the house. And I'm sitting here laughing to myself. If anybody was looking through the window, they'd be like, what's going on? But I just love it. Srila Prabhupada talking about spiritual master and the need that if you want to hear the truth, who do you need to go to? You know, there's so many different people out there. Before, there was the spiritual master from time, original time, the spiritual master, because he knew you from when you were a child. Now you go through school, then you go to work life, then you go to married life, and there's nobody there. There's nobody there to guide you. But originally, there was always the guru, the spiritual master. He knew everything about you because you were there from childhood, yeah, from a very young age. So he knew how you're going to react to the world. Now, people need counselors. But what do? They charge you money. They don't know nothing about you, but they're going to guide you. Whether it be about marriage or mental health. And the worst one I find is when some people, they want to stop smoking, and the person that's helping them to, he smokes himself. So what kind of gurus are there that are teaching you like this? So I absolutely, honestly, I was in this room all by myself, giggling away onto the wonderful service of Srila Prabhupada coming to the West and breaking the norm and letting everybody know the actual truth about what is guru and what is disciple. So Gauranga, thank you very much for that video and the service of Srila Prabhupada's disciple that they recorded him giving these lectures. So I will try not to take up too much time, and now let's move on to it's Sachinandan Prabhu who's going to be doing a bhajan from the temple. So over to the temple, Gauranga. Hari Bol Sachinandan Prabhu.
Hari Bol, Jai Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Dandavat Pranam, and the mic is all yours to glorified Guru and Gauranga.
Jai Ho. मानस देह गेह जो किछु अर्पिलु तुआरे नंद किशोर मानस देह गेह কিছু ওর পিলো তুয়ারে নন্দ কিশোর সম্পদে বিপদে জীবনে মরণে সম্পদে বিপদে জীবনে মরণে গায় মোর বেলা তোমার পদ বরণে গায় মর বেলা চুয়া পদ বরণী মানবীরা কবি জয়িছা তুহারা নিহিত রাষ্ট্রপতি তুয়া অধিকারা মানবীরা কবি জয়িছা তুহারা নিহিত রাষ্ট্রপতি তুয়া অধিকারা মানস দেহ গেহ কিছু অর্পিল তুয়া পদে নন্দ কিশোর জন্মায় বিময়ে ইচ্ছা যদি ভকত গৃহে জনি জন্ম জন্মায় বিময়ে ইচ্ছা যদি ভকত গৃহে জনি জন্ম কীট জনম যথা তুয়ারাস বহির্মুখ ব্রহ্ম জন্মে নাহি আস কীট জনম যথা তুয়ারাস বহির্মুখ ব্রহ্ম জন্মে নাহি আস মানস দেহ গেহ কিছু অর্পিল তুয়া পদে নন্দ কিশোর ভক্তি মুক্তি স্পৃহা বিহীন যে ভক্ত লাভ হইতে তাকো সঙ্গয় অনুরক্ত ভক্তি মুক্তি স্পৃহা বিহীন যে ভক্ত লাভ হইতে তাকো সঙ্গয় অনুরক্ত জনক জননী দ্বৈত তনয় প্রভু গুরুপতি প্রভু সর্বময় জনক জননী দ্বৈত তনয় প্রভু গুরুপতি প্রভু সর্বময় ভকতি নর কহে শুনো কান রাধা রাধ আমারো পরাণ ভকতি আমারও পরাণ মানস দেহ গেহ কিছু অর্পিল পাদে নন্দ কৃষ্ণ মানস দেহ গেহ কিছু অর্পিল পাদে নন্দ কৃষ্ণ जय हो।
Jai Prabhuji, thank you for a wonderful service and a wonderful bhajan. So now we're going to go over to from the temple all the way to Hinckley to Ishani Mataji and family for their bhajan to glorify the Lord. Jai Haribol. Are you still on mute? Oh, is that sound now?
Hari Bol.
Jai, wonderful. Gauranga.
Hare Krishna. Gauranga.
Service is all yours. Gauranga.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Dandut pranams to all the Vaishnavas and everyone watching us. And please join us for Kirtan in glorification of Vrindavan Dham. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki Jai. So this is a very beautiful Vaishnava bhajan written by Narottam Das Thakur. And we'll attempt that we can do justice, and please join us with the Kirtans. Hari Bol. Vrindavana Ramya Sthana Divya Chintamani Dhama Ratana Mandira Mana Hara Abrata Kalindini Re Rajhamsa Kili Kore Tahe Sobhe Kanaka Kamala Vrindavana Ramya Sthana Divya Chintamani Dhama Ratana Mandira Mana Hara Abrata Kalindini Re Rajhamsa Kili Kore Tahe Sobhe Kanaka Kamala Vrindavana Ramya Sthana Divya Chintamani Dhama Ratana Mandira Mana Hara Abrata Kalindini Re Rajhamsa Kili Kore Tahe Sobhe Kanaka Kamala Tar Madhya Hema Pita Ashtadale Vishtita Ashtadale Pradana Naika Tar Madhya Hema Pita Ashtadale Vishtita Ashtadale Pradana Naika Tar Madhya Ratnasane Vashiya Sindoi Jane Shama वृन्दावन रम्या स्थाना निर्विचिन्तामणि रामा रत्नमन्दिरमहारा ओ रूप लावण्या रासे आमिया परिचे खासे हास्या परिहास्या संवासने ओ रूप लावण्या रासे आमिया परिचे खासे हास्या परिहास्या संवासने नरोत्तम दास कोय नित्य लीला सुख मोय सदाई स्वरूप नरोत्तम दास कोय नित्य लीला सुख मोय सदाई स्वरूप मोरा माने वृंदावन रम्या स्थाना निर्विचिन्तामणि रामा रतन मंदिर मन हारा आवता कालिंदी नीरे राजहंसा के नीकर ताए सो में कनक कमाया हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय हरे कृष्णा
Jai Gauranga. That was wonderful. Do you have the translation for any of those verses?
Yes, Prabhuji, we'll do that. Yes.
If you can just read one or two, because that's such a excellent bhajan written by Narottam Das Thakur. If you, I know we're running on a bit, but even if you just read two of them, it'll be just amazing for the audience to understand.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. I hope I'm clear, audible. So the translation goes as following: Beautiful Vrindavan is filled with Chintamani gems, that's desire fulfilling gems, and many jeweled palaces and temples. Many regal swans play in water of Yamuna, and those waters, a splendid golden lotus flower grows in middle. In the middle of that lotus, there is a golden palace surrounded by 8 petals. On these petals, the 8 principal gopis reside,
Jai Ho.
and in center, Lord Shyamasundara and beautiful Srimati Radharani sit on a jeweled throne. The great beauty of divine couple and their charming joking and laughter appears to be constantly showering nectar everywhere. Narottama Das says, I pray that these beautiful, eternal, transcendental pastimes of the divine couple may be always manifest in my heart. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Jai Gauranga, thank you. Thank
Thank
you very
you.
much.
Hari Bol.
Jai Gauranga. Thank you very much. That was wonderful. So just listen to that. Hey, and sometimes we wonder that when we are doing japa, what should we be concentrating on? That bhajan alone tells you what you can focus on. You can focus on Golok Dham. It's giving you a full description just in that translation alone, what Narottam Das ji has written. So the next bhajan will be by Mrs. Roy. I'm not sure if Mrs. is that on now. So while we look for Mrs. Roy, so just that bhajan alone, honestly, it was so sweet and transcendental. It's giving you all the description of the internal abode of the Lord, describing each and every step, the lotus, the gopis, the sakis. Mrs. Roy is here. So I think that's a sign for me to stop talking. Jai Gauranga, Hari Bol. जय हो माता जी आप शुरू कीजिए
গৌরাঙ্গ মহিমা নাম
जय हो
গৌরাঙ্গের দুইটি পদ যাহাদন সম্পদ গৌরাঙ্গের দুইটি পদ যাহাদন সম্পদ সে জানে বকতির রসার সে জানে বকতির রসার গৌরাঙ্গের মধুর লীলা যার করনে প্রবেশিলা গৌরাঙ্গের মধুর লীলা যার করনে প্রবেশিলা হৃদয় নির্মল ভেল তার হৃদয় মঙ্গল বেরোতার গৌরাঙ্গে দুইটি পদ যাহাদন সম্পদ সে জানে বকতির রসার সে জানে বকতির রসার যে গৌরাঙ্গের নাম লয় তার হয় প্রেমোদয় যে না গৌরাঙ্গের নাম লয় তার হয় প্রেমোদয় তাতে মই যাই বলো হারি তাতে মই যাই বলো হারি গৌরাঙ্গের গুণের ঝুলি নিত্যতা ফুটে গৌরাঙ্গের গুণের ঝুলি শীতলীলা তার ফুটে সেজন ভকতির অধিকার সেজন ভকতির অধিকার গৌরাঙ্গের সঙ্গ গুণে নিত্য সিদ্ধি করি মানে গৌরাঙ্গের সঙ্গ গুণে নিত্য সিদ্ধি করি মানে সে যার ভোজেন্দ্র সুত পাশ ব্রজেন্দ্র সুত পাশ গৌরাঙ্গের দুইটি পথ যাহা ধন সম্পদ সে জানে বকতির রস গৌরাঙ্গের মন্ডল ভূমি যে বা জানে চিন্তামণি গৌরাঙ্গের মন্ডল ভূমি সে বা জানে চিন্তামণি তার হয় ব্রজভূমি বাস তার হয় ব্রজের ভূমি বাস গৌরাঙ্গের বরসা ব্রহ্মের শের তরঙ্গ যেবা ডুবে গৌরাঙ্গের রসা ব্রহ্মে সে যেন যেতে তরঙ্গ যেবা ডুবে সে রাধা মাধব তরঙ্গ সেই রাধা মাধব তরঙ্গ গৃহে থাকো বনে থাকো হায় গৌরাঙ্গ বলি ডাকো গৃহে থাকো বনে থাকো হা গৌরাঙ্গ বলি ডাকো নরোত্তম মাগে তার সঙ্গ নরোত্তম মাগে তার সঙ্গ গৌরাঙ্গর দুইটি পথ যাহা হয় সম্পদ সে জানে বকতির রস সার গৌরাঙ্গে দুইটি পথ যাহা ধন সম্পদ সে জানে বকতির রস সার গৌরাঙ্গের মধুর লীলা যার কন্যা প্রবেশিলা গৌরাঙ্গ মতির লীলা যার কন্যা প্রবেশিলা হৃদয় নির্মল বেরতা হৃদয় হৃদয় নির্মল বেরতা যে গৌরাঙ্গের নাম লয় তার হয়ে প্রেম দয় যে গৌরাঙ্গের নাম লয় তার হয়ে প্রেম দয় তাহা মই যাই বলো হারি গৌরাঙ্গের গুণের জুলি তৃপ্ত লীলা তারো ফুটে গৌরাঙ্গের গুণের জুলি লীলা তার ফুটে সে জানে বকতির অধিকার সে জানে ভক্তির অধিকার গৌরাঙ্গের গুণের নিত্য গৌরাঙ্গের সঙ্গ গুণে নিত্য সিদ্ধি করি মানে গৌরাঙ্গের নিত্য গুণ নিত্য গুণে নিত্য গৌরাঙ্গের সঙ্গ গুণে নিত্য সিদ্ধি করি মানে সে যায় ব্রজ রসুত পাশ শ্রী গৌরাঙ্গের মন্ডল ভূমি সেবা জানে চিন্তামণি সেই গৌরাঙ্গের মন্ডল ভূমি সেবা জানে চিন্তামণি তার হয় ব্রজে ভূমি বা গৌরাঙ্গর প্রেম রসে তরঙ্গ যেবা ডুবে সেই রাধা মাধব তরঙ্গ সেই রাধা মাধব তরঙ্গ গৃহে বা বনে তাকো গৃহে বা বনে তাকো হায় গৌরাঙ্গ বলি ডাকো গৃহে তাকো বনে তাকো হায় গৌরাঙ্গ বলি ডাকো নরোত্তম মাগে তার সঙ্গ হরে কৃষ্ণ হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম হরে রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে গৃহে তাকো বনে তাকো সদা হরি বলে ডাকো গৃহে তাকো বনে থাকো সদা হরি বলে ডাকো গৌরাঙ্গের দুইটি পথ যাহা ধন সম্ভব সে জানে বকতির সার হরি বল হরি বল
Jai Ho, Gauranga, Gauranga. Thank you for the wonderful bhajan. It was in Bengali. I didn't understand all of it. I understood when you were saying Gaura and Madhava Leela, that is the sweetest. So the rest I'd have to get translation of the bhajan. But thank you very much, Mataji. That was absolutely wonderful. Thank you
Thank
for a great service to Satyananda Nitai Chan.
you.
Jai Ho, thank you.
Thank
And
you.
also, while the devotees are listening, I hope they're taking darshan of our Satyananda Nitai Chand, who are dressed beautifully with Sri Radha Madhav as well. Look how beautiful they are. Amazing. Absolutely broad chested with a yogya pavid cutting across. Wow, that is beautiful. Thank you, Pujariji, for dressing them so beautifully with gopi dots around the eyes. The dressing is brilliant. Thank you. So now we're going to have a Jai Radha Madhav and then class by Vidura Prabhu. Who's Vidura Prabhuji? Are you there? Oh, Jai Radhe. Oh, sorry, Jai Radhe. Oh, Gauranga. So sorry. I thought I was reading the transcript. It was saying Radha Madhav and then it's saying Jai Radhe to be confirmed. I thought meaning the bhajan who's going to sing Jai Radha Madhav is to be confirmed. Jai Ho, Gaura. So sorry.
No problem.
Oh,
Jai
Jai Ho.
Jai
Thank
Ho,
you, Gauranga. So the
Gauranga.
mic is all yours to glorify the Lord.
Jai, thank you. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavalabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari Gopi Janavalabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol 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 Shri Radha Madhava ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Guru Maharaj ki jai, Gaur Premanande.
Hari Hari Bol. Thank you, Jai Radhe.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
And honestly, accept my apologies for the confusion on the.
No
I
worries.
was I was in a bhajan meltdown. I even had symbols by my side. I thought the crow-like voice would have to do the bhajan himself, but you came to my rescue.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's Jai Radha Madhav and Jai Radhe, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's easily made.
Jai
Thank
Ho.
Jai Ho.
Thank you. So now we will go across to give us a class and bless our ears on listening to the Lord's instructions.
Vidurdas iMac. Thank you.
Oh, okay, Jay, you're on, Prabhuji.
Okay. Hare
Gauranga.
Krishna. Thank you. Thank you all very
As
much.
always, you have a wonderful backdrop of Srila Prabhupada's books. I've got like a
Absolutely.
blank canvas. I need to do something. Gauranga.
Okay. Thank you all very much, and welcome to the Sunday program. Hope you enjoyed it so far. And now for today's spiritual message, again based on Srila Prabhupada's books. So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So the class will be on Krishna's, one of his final instructions in Bhagavad Gita, 1864 and 1865. If you're able to pull them up, Prem Prakash, that'd be nice. So Krishna has spoken the entire Bhagavad Gita, and now he's winding up. He's winding up, he's giving his final instructions. And so if you look at this one, thank you. He's saying, Sarvagayatamam bhuya shrinu me paramam vacha ishtoasi me dridham iti tato vakshyami te hitam. Translation is, because you are my very dear friend, I am speaking to you my supreme instruction, the most confidential knowledge of all. Hear this from me, for it is for your benefit. I love this. Two things, stand out for me in this verse. First of all, one of my favorite verses is from chapter 4, where right in the beginning, Krishna is saying why he is instructing Bhagavad Gita again after it was lost in the parampara, this succession coming from Suryadev. And then in the third verse, 4:3, he says, I'm instructing this imperishable science of yoga to you, Arjun, because you are my very dear friend. You are my friend, you're my devotee and my friend. Bhakto si me sakha cheti. You are my bhakt, you are my sakha. You are my devotee, you are my friend. That's why I'm instructing this Gita to you. That's why I've chosen you. So once again, here Krishna is saying, I'm speaking my most confidential knowledge of all to you, Arjun. Why? Why? Because you are my very dear friend. Once again. And It is for your benefit. So Krishna is speaking to Arjun, but the message is for all of us. Yes, for all of us. So if you go to the next verse, please. Thank you. This is one of the famous ones where devotees quote often. And the one after that is even more, even the most quoted verse, Sarva Dharam Praktaji. But I want to focus on this one. Man mana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mam eveshyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me and offer your homage unto me. Thus you will come to me without fail. I promise you this because you are my very dear friend. The word again, friend. But there are 4 things Krishna is asking that you should do. Always think of me. Always, man mana bhav, always think of me, become my devotee, right? And this should be the goal of our lives. Yes. And if we do these 4 things, what is Krishna assuring us? You will come to me without fail. Without fail, if we do these 4 things, but my God, how difficult is it to do these 4 things? If you just focus on the first one, man mana bhava, yes, man mana, always think of me. Even that is such a difficult job for us in this day and age, is it not? Is it not? Yes, man mana bhava, mad bhakto, madhyaji mam namaskruti. So just because our lives are so wrapped up in our bodily needs. They're so wrapped up, and the world is changing so fast, and it seems in such a wrong direction that our attention is taken away from Krishna very, very easily, and very persistently is taken away. So, other things are taking priority in our lives. And if that happens, we give priority to the wrong things in our lives, we will never attain Krishna, will we? So when he's saying, this you'll come to me without fail, this will never happen. If we don't give some attention to Krishna, this is what he's asking here, we will never attain Krishna. The problem is, if we can focus on there's a verse in Hitopadesh, often quoted by Srila Prabhupada and some in his books and his classes, and by the devotees, describing our lives, the characteristics of our lives in this day and age. Ahara nidra bhaya maithuna cha samanam etad pashubhe naranam. Eating, sleeping, fearing, and mating. These acts of human beings are similar to animals. So, aha, nidra, bhaya, metuna, cha, samanam, etat, pashu bir, naranam. So, although we have bodies of nar, human being, our behavior is like the animals because we are only doing 4 things: eating, sleeping, mating, fearing. Eating, sleeping, mating, fearing. That we engage in these activities, and they are, in a gross or subtle sense, occupying most of our lives. Just take the example of everybody has to earn a livelihood. But he mentioned how much time that is you're earning your livelihood, how much time it is taking from you. How much of your time in a week, in a day, is taken up by earning a livelihood? How much attention, how much focus are you giving to those activities? However you earn your money. It's a lot. It's a lot. And my Guru Maharaj, something he said, and it stuck in my head, and I like it very much. He says, our aim as human beings is to turn this focus, which is at the moment focus on the bodily needs of this, of ourselves, the needs of this body. We need to forcibly somehow take that attention away from ourselves and onto Krishna. Yes, manmana bhava, mad bhakto, madhyaji, mam namaste. 4 things Krishna is asking, and we will attain him without fail. But it's tough, isn't it? It's tough. So my Guru Maharaj used to say, turn me or mera into tu or tera. At the moment, the consciousness is me, my, I need this, I need that, I need to earn money, I need to do this. I need to see to the kids' education, I need to pay the bills. Do you see how your life's occupied? Your brain is occupied by these things. Leaving you little time for Krishna. That's why I love this. Turn your me or mera consciousness into tu or tera or Krishna consciousness. We need to do that. We need to do that. We need to turn consciousness focus simply on the needs of this body, into thinking about Krishna. What would Krishna like? Yes, what would Krishna like? What would Krishna, we always, our lives always based on I want, I want this, I want that, I want that. It's I want. We need to turn that into what does Krishna want? What does Krishna like? I will try and get that for Krishna next time I go to the temple. If Krishna likes that, Krishna likes that type of food. Let me find out what sort of foods Krishna likes. I'll cook next time for Krishna those things he likes. So this brings me to this aha nidra bhaya metunam, eating, sleeping, fear, and mating. If I just focus on the first one, eating. We all love to eat, don't we? We all love to eat, and the thought of an Ekadashi, or hey, the next Ekadashi is Nijal Ekadashi. So that will get you sweating from now, right? So Nijal Ekadashi is coming up. But, we are focused so much on eating and what I like to eat. Yes, what I like to eat. And it really occupies, our mind a lot, isn't it? So, but what does Krishna say? If we can go to 926, please, Prem Prakash. This is Krishna now saying what he likes, what he would like from his devotees. This is Krishna saying. Prem Prakash, are you able to pull it up? Okay. Thank you. So this is addressing what I just said, that turning me or mera consciousness into tu or tera consciousness. Krishna is saying, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhakta prayachati tadaham bhakti uparitam ashnami prayat atmana. If one offers me with love and devotion, these are the secret ingredients for Krishna. This is what he likes. Everything you do, the secret ingredient for Krishna, everything you do for Krishna, the secret ingredients are love and devotion. So if one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, some fruit or water, how simple are these items? There's no cooking involved here. But with love, infuse it with love and devotion, a leaf, a flower, some fruit or water, I will accept it. Krishna is assuring us that, if you put love and devotion into what you do for me, I will accept it. I will accept it. Go to the next one, please. Prem Prakash, line 27. Look what he's saying now. What is Krishna saying? Yat karoshi, yad ashnasi, yad juosi dadasi, yat tapasyasi konteya, tat kurushva madarpanam. Now he's not just now he's emphasizing the message. Now he's saying, whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering unto me. And in the previous verse, Krishna has said, how? How can it become an offering to Krishna? What is required that Krishna accepts it from you? Love and devotion. Infuse it. Put some love and devotion into that thing you're doing for Krishna. That's whatever you do, whatever you eat. Whatever you eat, ahar nidra. Yes, the first item is eating. If we simply focus on those 4 activities without thinking about Krishna, we are no better than Pashus, as that verse was saying from Hitopadesh. Pashu. We are like just Pashus, animals. Those animals run around on 4 legs, and these animals run around on 2 legs. What's the difference? You simply engage in eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Yes. But as Nara, as man, we need to, bring a higher level of consciousness in our lives. So I thought what I'll do is to focusing on the eating bit, tell a few pastimes from the scriptures and which emphasize this. And I like it so much, First of all, there's a story from the Mahabharata of Duryodhana wanting to invite Krishna for a royal feast. Duryodhana is prince. He's basically running the kingdom because his father is blind. He can't do very much by himself. He's always dependent on others. So his eldest son, Duryodhana, is basically running the show, the kingdom. So he thought, look, this war is about to happen, but I need to bring Krishna onto my side. I will please him. When Krishna was coming over, he was coming over to Hastinapur, Delhi. So he says, let me invite him to a royal feast. Let me impress him. So he arranges, as a royal prince, you can imagine what sort of a banquet he can put on, a royal banquet. It would be amazing. And Krishna came there and heard Duryodhana's request. And then Krishna said, I'm sorry, under 2 conditions, I would accept this invitation if I was hungry and you are my friend, but neither is true here. So I will not be coming to these banquets. Thank you. Instead, where did he go? He went to Vidur's house. So he gave up the royal feast because there was no love and devotion there. There was conceit in there. There was deception in there. There was selfishness in there. So he said, no, I'll go to Vidur's house where there is love and devotion. Love and devotion. So I went to Vidur's house. And what did he eat? I mean, right in the beginning, when he went, Vidur was absent because he had heard that, Krishna's going to come to my house. I better do some shopping. I better buy something, cook so we can cook for him. But Krishna got there before all that, and Vidurani is there, and she was like stunned that Krishna is here, and she wanted to feed him something, and there was bananas there, and she's peeling the bananas, and in a state of stunned ecstasy, she's throwing the inner core of the banana away and giving Krishna the peel of the banana. And Krishna is accepting the peel of the banana, eating it and relishing it. He's relishing the peels offered by Vidurani because there's love and devotion in those peels. So much love and devotion because she's stunned. Vidurani, she's stunned. She's in ecstasy. I cannot believe Krishna is here. So, if you offer me with love and devotion a leaf of flowers and fruit and water, I will accept it. Here Krishna is accepting Vidurani's banana peels. Have you ever eaten banana peel? You probably slapped the person who gave it to you, wouldn't you? But Krishna is accepting. He's accepting. Amazing. And then Vidur comes and then, what are you doing, Vidurani? And she realizes, my God, what am I feeding Krishna? And then she goes and cooks simple bhaji, spinach, simple spinach. She cooks for Krishna. And then, it's said, there's a bhajan, Gujarati bhajan, it says suki roti and bhaji. That's what Krishna was eating. It's very simple, but Krishna was accepting. That's the thing, he was accepting it. Wonderful. Then there's another pastime I just read recently from Chaitanya Bhagavat. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has gone to Gaya. This is the end of the first part of Chaitanya Bhagavat, Adikhand. He's gone. I think it's the last chapter in the first part, Adikhand. He's taken the darshan of Ishvara Puri. So Ishwar Puri is also there in Gaya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has gone there to do the Shraddha ceremony for his father, and then it's described how he goes home. He goes, takes rest, and then the next morning he cooks. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is here. He's described as cooking his meal. He's cooking his meal for himself, and lo and behold, Ishwara Puri comes to the door. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is ecstatic. This wonderful Mahatma has come at such an opportune moment. He said, you come at the right time. Please, I would love you to have you please have your prasad in here. Let me serve you prasadam. I've just cooked it. And then Ishwara Puri is saying to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, look, it's just you and me here, okay? Why don't we both, you have to have prasadam also. Why don't you sit together? We'll have prasadam together. And of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, regarding Ishwara Puri as his guru, and that will happen shortly in that Leela, that the initiation will happen. But at this point, it hasn't happened yet. So he, in the role of for excited disciple to be with his guru, there he says, no, let me serve you first. So he serves Ishwara Puri, and Ishwara Puri. Think of this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has cooked this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has cooked this offering, and he's offering it to Ishwara Puri. I mean, it's like, what? The Lord did all this for his devotee. My goodness, the fortune of Ishwara Puri is amazing. It's like astounding. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cooked personally, fed Ishwara Puri, and then Ishwara Puri says, now you please have your prasadam, which meant that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to cook again, for himself now, because of what he had cooked earlier, he fed Ishwara Puri. But the way it's described is beautiful in the Chaitanya Bhagavat. What happened was Mahalakshmi, she came unseen to everybody else. She, not visible to everybody else, but she came and cooked for her Lord. Yeah, amazing. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cooked for his devotee Ishwar Puri, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to honor prasadam, had to eat something. But the Mahalakshmi came unseen to cook for her Lord. Amazing. It's an amazing pastime. And the pastime, another pastime I really like, again from Chaitanya Bhagavat. It's an earlier pastime when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very young. In fact, he was very naughty also, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, very young boy, very naughty. And this Brahman came to the village, and Jagadam Mishra was very happy that this traveling mendicant, this traveling Brahman has come to a village. Invite him to our house, let him take rest here, and we can honor him with prasadam. And often the traveling Brahmins, the traveling mendicants, they had a name, a rule that they will only eat what they cook themselves, not something cooked by others. So they requested him, you please cook something, and then have prasadam at our residence. So they did everything. They cleaned the kitchen, brought fresh vegetables, and took all the spices and got everything ready for the cooking, and told the Brahmin to please cook something so that you can honor it. Right? So he did that, and then he got everything ready and started ringing the bell and offering. He was carrying a little deity of his own, Gopal, I think, like hanging around a little temple on a rope or a string chain, and so it'd be like a necklace pendant. It'll be hanging there. So he was carrying. So then took out. He made that it. Whatever he cooked, he started offering it to his Gopal. And but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is hearing this. Young boy is hearing this, and he's ringing the bell and says, "Oh, he's calling me to honor whatever is cooked. I will go." And he's calling me, so I will go. He went, started eating everything, and then the Brahman opened his eyes. Oh my God, what's going on? Oh no! This is commotion. Jagadam Mishra and others heard what's going on. They come in, they see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there eating away merrily, and he said, "Oh my goodness, this is not on. This is terrible." And they were upset with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they were so upset that, and this is late at night. This is happening, probably in the early hours of the morning, the next day. And they begged the Brahman, please cook again, but we will ensure that we take our son away. We'll make sure he doesn't get out. We will confine him. But you please, this is a great tragedy for us. You please cook again. And again, they cleaned the kitchen, brought fresh ingredients, and again, the Brahman. But prior to that, this is what I loved. What the Brahman said was, it's okay. It's don't worry. I'm traveling most of the time. And I'm used to simply eating fruit and nuts. Yeah, I don't. It's okay if I just have a few fruits and nuts. I don't have to go through the whole process of cooking another meal, especially in the middle of the night. But they wouldn't have it because they were distraught, saying, "We're householders. You're our guest, and you're a Brahman, and we must honor you." So he relented. He again cooked, and all this takes time. He again cooked, started lay the offering before his deity, and again started ringing the bell and offering, and again Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, wherever he was confined, he escaped. I mean, how can you confine Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? As Krishna, he was born in a prison, but those gates, those chains, nothing could keep him in prison. He was out. Boom. As soon as he, within a short time of descending into the prison, he leaves. He says, "I'm not staying here. I'm going." So whatever arrangement Jagadam Mishra and Sachiman made to confine Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was back out and back in the kitchen and started eating. And this time there was more commotion from the drama. Everybody was distressed. Now, how did he get out? How did he get here? Then Vishwarupa comes this time, everybody's again telling Brahman, they were so distressed, saying, "Please, you must cook. We can't have you as guests and you are hungry in our house. This is not right." And the Brahman said, "No, I'm used to eating fruits and nuts. This is okay, no problem. I eat fruit and nuts most of the time. And then Vishwarup comes and he, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's elder brother, and the Brahman was taken aback. Who's this amazingly beautiful boy? Look at him, and how sweetly he's speaking. So Vishwarup's words of to the Brahman were encouraging him to cook again, swayed the Brahman. Okay, because of the way this beautiful boy is speaking, I'm so moved by this. He agreed. And then Chaitanya, again, the whole thing happened, clean kitchen, fresh ingredients, middle of the night, and the Brahman cooks, and again, and this time when the Brahman realized, oh no, he's here again. This boy is here again. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, but why are you so upset? You are calling me to come and eat, and I'm eating. Why are you upset? And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reveals who he is to this Brahman. My goodness, so again, the Lordship is accepting this offering from his devotee. He's accepting this offering. Manmana bhava mad bhakto mad yachi maam namaskura. Patram pusham phalam toyam yo me bhakta prayachati. If you offer me with love and devotion, I will accept it. I will accept it. I will accept it. I'm looking at the time there. I got a few more minutes. I love this story. There's a beautiful story here. I think, and I will say it as a hadith from Gosaiji, Pundik Maharaj's father. He says this saintly person came to one village, and there are two people. There is a very simple person, very poor person there. A Brahman, I believe, Gosaiji told the story. There's a very poor Brahman there, and there's a wealthy businessman there. And they both wanted to invite this saintly person over to the house for prasadam, Vedic culture. So the wealthy business person, the saintly person didn't go there. He didn't go there. He went to the other person, to the poor Brahman's house to honor prasadam. And he's a poor Brahman, poor residence. But whatever he cooked, it was simple, it wasn't exotic, it was simple. And it was accepted by the saintly person. And the rich businessman, who was actually typical cruel businessman and proud and vain, he didn't like that. So he approached the saintly person and says, why would you not accept my invitation? Why would you not accept my invitation? He says, well, I see everything you've cooked. It looks very opulent, right? But it took some of the rich man's offering, perhaps some roti, and he squeezed it. He squeezed the roti of the rich man, and blood came out of it because of the way he made his money. Yeah, through deceit, to cruelty, to being hard on people. So he said he squeezed the roti, and then he took some of the roti from the poor Brahman, which he had honored this person's. He took that and he wringed it, and milk came out of it. Milk came out of that. The Lordship is not hungry for opulence. He's not hungry for elaborate banquets, royal feasts. He's not interested in that. He's interested with, if you offer me with love and devotion, yes, if you offer me love and devotion, even something as simple as a leaf, some fruit, some water, yes. If you offer me these simple things, but they're full of love and devotion, I will accept it. I will accept it. Whereas the other things, which most of the world think is what matters, right? Lord said, he's just not interested in those things. Please understand from these examples, that, if you want to go to Krishna, you'll come to me without fail. But there's a way of doing that. There's a way of doing that. Yes, Krishna is giving all the answers in Bhagavad Gita. Please study the Bhagavad Gita seriously. Learn what Krishna likes. Learn to give that to him. And if there is a difficulty, approach senior devotees, and they can guide you. So please, nothing is hidden. How to go to Krishna, how to get to Krishna, to Golok Vrindavan, it's there. The answers are there. Only thing is we have to take up that process. We have to follow that. Otherwise, we will not be achieving Krishna. So make Krishna a goal in your life. Find out how to get to him, and then get away from this eating, sleeping, fearing, and mating life we are living in. Get away from that. Let's have a higher consciousness in our lives. Not just eating, sleeping, mating, defending. What that is animal life. Yes. Ahara nidra bhaya metunam cha samanam etat pashupi naranam. Pashupi. It's so clear. I mean, there's no mincing words here. No mincing. Eating, sleeping, fearing, and mating, these acts of human beings are similar to animals. Let us rise above this platform. Yes, let's make your lives Krishna conscious, not Pashu conscious. Hare Krishna. How you enjoy the message there, and if any mistakes are made, I will ask for forgiveness. It's 7:30 now, so it's time for Aarti, and hope you're all enjoying the new timing of the Sunday program. Hare Krishna. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Vedar Prabhuji, thank you very much. That was a wonderful class. You actually brought Srila Prabhupada's video and your class all together for me, because it says what is the goal of our life. And in the modern way of living, they say it's through health, it's through your stomach. And that's a brilliant, because that was the Guru's duty, teach you how to serve the Lord. So you brought the whole thing together for me. So thank you very much.
Haribo, thank you.
Thank you, Vidya Prabhuji. Now we will go across to the temple for Aarti. Jai Prabhuji.
Jayo Jayo Khorachare Arati Koshobha Jaravi Katabhani Jagomanaloha Dakhe Taishan Bhamivadana Nikate Advaita Dini Vaso Chakradha Vashe Goratan Rata Simhasari Aroti Karena Brahma Adideva Gari বাজে করতাল মধুরামে রঙ্গবাদী পরাশাল শঙ্খবাদী ঘণ্টাবাদী মধুর মধুর মাধুর মারে ঘোরাঙ্গের আরতির মাঝে মধুর মধুর মাধুর মারে শঙ্খ বাজে ঘণ্টা বাজে মধুর মধুর মাধুর বাজে মধুর মধুর মাধুর বাজে মধুর মধুর মাধুর বাজে নিত্যায় গৌরা হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল তাই গৌরা হরি বল বাহু পাখি চন্দ্রজিনী বদন গলদেশে বনমালা করে ঝলমল শিব সুত নারদ ভক্তি বিনোদে গোরার সম্পদ গোরাঙ্গীরা রাত্রি শোভা জগজানা মানলোহা গোরাঙ্গের আরতি শোভা জগজানা মানলোহা জগজানা মানলোহা জগজানা মানলোহা নিত্যায় গৌরা হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল তাই গৌরা হরি বল নমো বিষ্ণুপাদায় কৃষ্ণ পৃষ্ঠায় ভূতলে শ্রীমতে ভক্তি বেদান্ত স্বামিনিতে নামিনি নমস্তে সরস্বতী গৌরবাণী প্রচারিণে নির্বিশেষ শূন্যবাদী পাশ্চাত্যদেশতারিণে জয় শ্রী কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত রাধা শিবাসাদি গৌর ভক্তবৃন্দ জয় শ্রী কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত রাধা শিবাসাদি গৌর ভক্তবৃন্দ হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nayana Patrani Nayana Patrani Bhavati Nila Saro Chalo Samidalana Nila Solama Samudari Dalana 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 Jai Sam Sundaro Pyari Dalana Jai Ho Balade Jai Subhara Jai Balade Jai Subhara Jai Satchinanda Dura Hari Vishnu Priyakanutana Nalayari Hari Gora 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 Hari Ate Papa Vana Gora Hari Sai Sam Jai Sai Sam Jai Sai Sam Tata Satradham Jai Sai Sam Jai Sai Sam Jai Sai Sam Jai Satradham Radha Gokula Nanda Radha Gokula Nanda Radha Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radha Radha, Ramana Radha, Ramana Radha. Viral Maharaj, Viral Maharaj, Viral Maharaj, Jaya Viral Maharaj. Shiva Dushudan, Shiva Dushudan, Shiva Dushudan, Jaya Shiva Dushudan. Manima, 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 Jaya Manima. Sudarshan, 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 Jaya, Sudarshan, Jaya, Jaya, Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj. Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol.
Are you doing Prem Devani Prabhuji or shall I do it?
You can do it, Prabhuji. It's okay. Yeah.
Namyo Vishnu Parabam Hans Pravakachaya Shashimad. His one grace, Haisi Bhakti Vedanta Jagt Guru Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai. BBD Founder Jai Jagt Guru Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Iskcon Founder Jai Jagt Guru Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrind Ki Jai. Namachar Shila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Six Goswamis of Vrindavan Ki Jai. Guru Parampara Ki Jai. श्री सचिनंद निताय चंद की जय श्री पंच तत्व के प्रेम से श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर सेवा सादी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री नरसिंह देव भरपलार महाराज की जय श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय श्रीलो जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय मानी मान जी की जय बिहारी राध श्याम सुंदर की जय राधा राधमं के बिहारी श्री राध बोलो राध मन मोहन की जय श्री गोविंद गोपाल लाल वृंदावन बिहारी की जय श्री वृंदावन धाम मथुरा द्वारकी धाम नंदगांव सारा सेवक कुंज धाम की जय गौरा प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल Oh, glories to the assembly devotees, Hare Krishna. Oh, glories to the assembly devotees, Hare Krishna. Oh, glories to the assembly devotees, Hare Krishna. Oh, glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Jai Ho. So, just before we go to Lord Nrsimhadev prayers, there's some names to read out. If I make any mistakes reading anybody's name, please forgive me. So, there's names to be read out for those that require good health and speedy recovery. So we have His Holiness Jayapataka Swami and all Iskcon leaders and gurus and all those who take care of them and other devotees in Mayapur and Bharat generally, as the coronavirus is seriously spreading and they're doing their best to control it. But in the beginning there was lack of oxygen there, so please pray for all the Bharatiya families. And then we got the departed souls, Harshit Gohil and Kandu by mystery. And then the others that require good health and speedy recovery. Artha Taran Maharaj and family and grandson Keshav and other Pandavas and Sevaks in Jagannath Puri. Let's pray for all of them as the Rath Yatra festival is upon us. And then Prema Manjri Auntie, Shraddha Devi, Prema Mulan, Reena Mulan, Shalu Mehta, Shalapati Rao, Pushpaji Gahewa, Gaura Hari's mother Aton Kundu, Nisha, Tanvi's mother Rajni Lal, Bharat. In Bharat there was a cyclone victims, and then there's Pradeep Pankhania and his daughter Reena, and then it says two girls, 2 and 4 years, and there's Vikash. And if we have missed anybody, all those devotees that are here, whether they are on listening to us via Zoom or YouTube, please think of those that you know that have departed or are ill, and Lord Nrsingadev will give shelter to the devotees' good health. So now we will go to Tatiksha's house. Hari Bol. Yeah, Danvat Pranams Devi. So you have the honor of singing Lord Nrsingadev Aarti?
Yes, Swajit.
Jai Ho. So I'll pass it over to you. Gauranga.
Namaste Narasingaya Bala Dahide Hiranyakashi Puraya Shiratantadakaraye Itodasigo Paratodasigo Yata Yata Yarita Todasigo Mahedasigo Vitayedasigo Asika Badrip Shidida Prapade Tabakadaka Barabadedaka Arbuta Shigaya Delita Hiradakasipu Dalapigaya Reshavadita Dalhari Rupa Jaya Ganesha Hare Jaya Gadisha Hare Jaya Gadisha Hare Keshavadita Dalhari Rupa Jaya Gadisha Hare Jaya Gadisha Hare Jaya Gadisha Hare Jaya Rasikade 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 Jaya Bala Maharaj Bala Maharaj Bala Maharaj Jaya Bala Maharaj Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Gurudev 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 Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Sikdev Bhagwan ki jai
महाराज की जय शिवपाल की जय गुरु महाराज की जय जय गौर प्रेमानंद हरि हरि बोल
Hare Krishna.
Jai. Thank you very much, Tatiksha. Thank you for singing Lord Nrsingadev Aarti. That was great. So just before we go off air, we'd just like to say next week is Nirjala Ekadashi on the Monday, but we'll give a reminder through the week, through the evening programs where we start at 7:30 for Aarti, and then we have the book reading, which the devotees are taking us through the Ramayana at the moment, and it's a wonderful scripture, and especially the discussions afterward. And also, as you know all aware, the Sunday evening program is 6 till 8. So all the devotees, just before we go, please accept my Dandavat Pranams. Please forgive if we have made any mistakes while being on air, and thank you to the backroom staff, as they say, that's been managing the program to stay on Zoom and YouTube. And thank you Vidura Prabhuji for a wonderful class, and to the Kirtaneers that bless the ears of all the devotees that has been listening. Thank you very much. And also please take care in this coronavirus virus. While this coronavirus is going on, regardless of what the government says, it's our own responsibility for our own health. Please take good care of yourself. Jai Ho. Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Pyari Sachinan Nitai Chand ki Jai. Jagt Guru Shara Prabhupada ki Jai. Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Hari Hari Bol.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare